and just kind of slowly pan around. This is the stabling shipping container that has the extra bags of shavings in it. We can unlock it. It's unlocked now. Over here is the muck pile from the stabling. And as we come this way, we're going to go in and check out the we don't know what we're doing. Come and take a peek at the wash racks. 2, 4, 6, 8 wash racks, cold water only. Plenty of spigots everywhere in the barn. I think there's 150 stalls in here, but we're gonna segment ourselves closer to the wash racks and the muck pile. Center stalls 10 by 10, outside edge stalls 10 by 12. I don't know how we'll designate that without getting people pissed off and having people pick fights. I'd almost say we just not use the outside stalls so that everybody has the same stall size. Stalls are bluestone with mats, look like pretty well cared for mats. Nothing hanging in the stalls. Oh, there's a ring, so everybody has a hay ring. All of the stalls that we designate on the stabling chart before the event, they are happy to bring shavings to and unlock. Otherwise, all the other stalls that we don't have designated on our stabling chart are going to be padlocked. We'll have the key for that so we can unlock them if someone wants an extra one, but all of these stalls will remain padlocked unless we open them. That way we don't have to pay for anything we don't open. Oh, let's actually go back that way. To the north of the stabling are the primary arenas. The Farm Credit Pavilion, this is the show office off the back side. We'll go look at that first. Then we'll come over and look at ring 1 or ring 4 and the covered pavilion that we're gonna do most of our stuff in. So I'm here on the entrance side again, looking around to the stabling. There's an alleyway on this side that people can pull through and then get directly into the trailer parking lot. I think that's what we're gonna do. It's the Farm Credit Pavilion that we're not gonna have for use for the event other than the show office, but he did say in the event that there's weather and we can't eat outside, we can't have any of our other parties anywhere else, he will let us use the second half of this for like setting up tables for a dinner. So we could do our dinners here and the show office is close. This is also a space we could put some vendors in on the side. So come around over here and this area leads up to the show office at the end. We have a place here that we can put awards or post the tests and dressage results, the show results. We could also set up and have a little judges hiding spot here if we wanted to give them their own little private space. There's bathrooms in here. We'll take a quick peek at the show office. So we have this stabling office. Which you can see is nice and spacious. Just enough space for you guys to do your business. Not enough space for people to come in here and mess around. It's attached to a building that has a bathroom. The bathrooms are on that wall. So you come in from the outside, hit the bathroom. So coming out. These are some of the tables we have available for use, but don't have enough of to probably do a whole dinner off of. But we do have plenty of picnic tables, and he said he's happy to move them wherever we need. We can also move them wherever we need, like this board for putting stuff on. And then outside to the world. Bathrooms. Backside. Now they have a bunch of stuff in this pavilion, a bunch of seatings that bleachers that they just had to stick somewhere after a rodeo. They just had a rodeo here. Just kind of nice to see without all the people. They can put these bleachers wherever we want, so we can dictate where we want spectators, how many bleachers we want. They will put these panels back up around the arena after they get all the bleachers out. So the way it is right now is how it will be for our event. This aisle, this side, this west side of this pavilion is open. And we can either put vendors there, or we could do dinners along here, which I don't think we should do because we have another space we could do dinners. There is a judge's box down here at the end that can be moved. Otherwise, he has 3 platforms I'll take a picture of for everybody to see. Those 3 flat platforms could be moved anywhere for the judges. But he does not have 3 big covered platforms for the judges. We're going to keep going down here, and we're going to look at the cattle arrangements. The living spaces, the accommodations, the corrals for the cows are on the other side of this pavilion. And that is kind of important. That might dictate what we need to do with the arenas. Pigeons. So, just on the northeast corner of this first pavilion is the cattle living arrangements. They have tanks. We have to provide hay, but I'm going to talk to the cattleman and make sure he brings some hay for the cows that the cows are used to. And what they do, stop here for a second, is that when it's time to do the cattle trial, they build a chute here and they bring the cows in from the panels, the stocks, whatever you call those, the cow corrals. They bring them in this corner. That's how they get into the arena. That's good. There's a round pin. I have a feeling that he said that this is all going to be parking for the state fair over here, and he said there might not be much grass left here. So we probably won't have anything to do with this area, no parking or anything. There's plenty of other places to park cars. I'm getting an overhead map of the facility so we can designate areas we want people to park, so we don't have people parking all over the place. He's got about 15 benches, picnic table benches that we'll look at here in a little bit. And to our left is the food concessions, and to the right of that, people area, but just behind these beer signs and the little shack there that apparently is the movable bar. This is stabling, the arenas. We're gonna go look at 2 other possible arenas for use. I know we talked about renting an extra one for a day or 2 to accommodate jogs and things like that. We need to figure out what kind of surface that jog is supposed to be, because that might dictate where we do the jog. Parking. This is a good lot. This is probably the best lot to park the trailers. That way we don't have people doing stuff between our arenas, and we don't have obstructed views between the arenas. So this little hut on stilts, they have these, let's stop here for a second. These booths are at every arena, and these booths talk to the arenas. They have an announcement section in them that's specific for that arena, but those booths can also talk to the stabling. The show office also has the option to talk to the stabling, but the show office does not have the option to talk to these booths. I'll map all that out on paper too. The guy that runs the place says that this arena back here is the one they like to do. A lot of the dressage shows like to use. The footing in it is not as deep as the footing as this one in the middle. They said they added a lot of footing to this one in the middle. They do a lot of Western sports in it. It's pretty deep. Right now they're trying to bring these arenas back. It's been so wet that they've gotten kind of weedy. They're still trying to drag them up. They're working the footing back into being footing. But this is a potential extra arena we could use. It's definitely far away from stuff. If the weather's nice, it'd be fine to be out here. Here are the little wooden platforms that he can put anywhere for judges' stands. He has 3 of them. And I don't know if we would rather do that if we have to be outside, or if we wish to want to do a canopy with a table and chairs like we sometimes do. We have options. He doesn't have a lot of chairs. They've got about 15 of the little white tables, and he said he can bring some chairs, but he would rather not bring 50 chairs and 50 tables over. So if we're gonna do dinner stuff, our best bet is to use the picnic tables. They've got about 15 to 20 of those picnic tables, and we can get 4 or 5 people on each one of those. So it looks like people are going to be coming in that road. We're going to have them pull in here and do the unloading, then pull out, come back around this way to go out and trailer park over there in that big expanse. So we've got lots of space by this building to park vehicles, but I think we should have no parking beyond that little white sign down there, down yonder, so that we here even have some handicap spots